I got this new battery. Buddy's pretty excited about it. So is Woody, kinda. Yeah, right, Woody? Yeah. New 24 volt 100 amp hour battery from Dumfume. We're going to see if we can get this thing installed today. Okay, so here's what it looks like. I took it out of the has writing on this side. Yeah, advertisement. All the stuff it's got to do. I took it out of the box and put it on the bed in here in the trailer so I could warm it up because I had it in the truck, and it was officially 28 degrees overnight, so you know it's a little too cold to charge it right now. But in maybe half an hour or an hour or something like that, we can work on. When the sun comes up and the solar system has some power it's given us, or we can hook the generator up or something like that, we can also hook up the charger and begin to charge this and get it up to something that's charged up enough to add to the system. Okay, so I have the new battery on the charger inside of the trailer here where it's warm. And I'm getting ready to put it into the solar shed. Alright, so here we are outside, and I'm going to lay the new battery on top of this battery which is already in place. I have attached these to the bus bars down there with 3/8 inch lugs, which are for this 2/0 cable, which those are 3/8 down there on the bus bars, and I've got some 5/16 to go up onto the battery. I have also another one of these 150 amp fuse to go out on the positive lead of the new battery, but I got these in place so that I can put the new battery up here and just measure and cut and be in place. Okay, so now you can see the negative cable's been hooked up to the new battery. I did them to the lower bus bar down there. I have those upper bus bars, but you can see that I have a circuit breaker there that I want. That's a 150 amp circuit breaker, which is for the 150 amps is as much as that inverter can take. So I don't want to put anything in those upper ones. That means longer cables for the new battery. I know that's not the right way to do it. All these cables ought to be the same length and everything else. I've been thinking about how I could arrange this, and they'll be different because, see, there's my two little 12 volts down there underneath. This other 24 volt one, and the new 24 volt one. See, the new 24 volt one's longer but not quite as wide. It's strange. I'll have to move that little wooden platform back because of that, because now everything is kind of weighted toward the back, and I don't want that sort of issue. I wanted to show you how I crimped that twice along the lug, because this particular wire is really soft, and I've had issues in the past and learned the hard way that you got to really get that on there, and also pound extra hard a few times more than you think you have. Eventually, this is what happens to the box for the battery. Damn, I gotta get the shovel and put that back in the trash can. Okay, so it looks bad now, but I had to get this protective wrap put back in place. Might as well talk about what I plan to do here, which is now I have 300 amp hours at 24 volts. Eventually I'd probably like to have about 6 of these batteries The used battery I got over there off of Facebook, that other dumb fume over there, turned out to be a total dud, you know. So it only rises up, in other words, on that inverter, the level of charge according to how much the charge controller is putting into it. And if you turn that switch off, then... So eventually I'll take my two 12 volt 100 amp hour batteries and put them in parallel and put them with that 12 volt inverter, and then I will have all 24 volt batteries to go with the 24 volt inverter, hopefully 6 of them, matching sets, because then I can put them together in series if I choose to go to 48 volts at some point, and then I can have little power banks that way, 100 amp hours each, and I think it's far cheaper than trying to get a rack mount battery.